Hello! Today we will show you how to quickly and for cheap make a car power cable for miniDSP 2x4 HD equipment that you will be able to use in any vehicle with 12 volt cigarette lighter power outlet. I won't tell you much about what is miniDSP 2x4 HD in this video. I can only say that it's an amazing digital signal processing device at an amazing price. It's mostly designed to be used for home audio, but very often it's used in a car where you can get the best sound from a car audio setup. miniDSP uses a standard size socket and 12 volt supply voltage. The included power supply provides us with the main information: 12 volts plus polarity center pin and total power around 36 watts. To make this car power cable for a miniDSP device, you will need a 2.1mm to 5.5mm DC connector that fits your device. A link to it will be in the description. You will also need a 12 volt cigarette lighter plug, preferably with a tip that may be unscrewed to replace the internal fuse, for extra safety. Disassemble the cigarette lighter plug so that we can solder wires to it. This step can be skipped if you already have a cigarette lighter plug with cable. Then you just have to solder the DC connector at the other end of the wire and the car power cord for miniDSP is ready. Since I don't have such cable, I'll have to do it the long way. We will also need a wire with at least 2 cores. Since power is only 36 watts, then any wire will be okay. I will use a Techscrew brand C4015 multicore USB cable, but you can use any other old audio cable. Start by preparing the cable for soldering by removing the outer insulation. Separate the cable shield and wrap it into one core. Then from the existing 4 cores and screen, twist them in such a way that there are only 2 cores, because we don't need more of them. By twisting several cores together this way, we increase the current permeability of the cable. Then on the cable we need to put a cigarette lighter plug's cable protective rubber. Then at the other end of the cable, twist all cores in the same way. But it's very important that same colors at the both ends are twisted together. Otherwise you'll get short circuit and rest in peace car fuse. Then tin all 4 cores to make it easier to solder this wire to connector contacts. And then solder both wires to the cigarette lighter plug. But remember which colored braided wire will be for the tip contact, because it will be plus 12 volts. Apply some superglue on the cable where we will put protective rubber. Slide the protective rubber into its place, twist and spin it around to spread the glue. And then put together the cigarette lighter plug. One end of the cable is complete. For additional safety, check if there's any contact and if there's no short circuit that has occurred during the soldering. And now let's solder the DC connector to our wire. It's important to remember which colored wire we used as a 12 plus volts while we were soldering the cigarette lighter plug. The same wire for this connector needs to be used for the center core. Put some insulating tape between the 2 wires to separate them from each other and to avoid short circuits in the future. To secure the wire, apply superglue on the wire where it will attach to the connector and screw the outer housing of the connector on top. Let's check if the polarities are correct. Middle pin, plus 12 volts, and ground. Make sure that there's no short circuit too. To make cable last longer and to make yourself happy, cut off the heat shrink tubing which should be placed on top of the DC connector. Take a slightly smaller tube in diameter and stretch it with pliers, thus obtaining the tighter connection. Heat shrink tube that I used was already with glue inside, but you can use one without glue if you want. Once we have applied it, shrink it with fire or hot gun. This was also the final part of making the cable. As a result, we quickly and for cheap made a power cable for the miniDSP 2x4 HD device. And now you can use this device for your car audio system. The links to connector tips will be in the description. And of course, don't forget to click like and subscribe to support my DIY guides. Thanks, and I'll see you later.